We're going to find out whether this is truly world-class medicine or just a dump. I've entrusted them with the most valuable thing, my cardiac checkup. So starting tomorrow, we'll be doing the cardiac checkup. For now, we're staying at this hotel. The usual taxi scam is when they call the hotel, say it's closed and you can't get there, and then offer to take you somewhere else. Keep that in mind. I live on bridges. Is it victory? As I mentioned in the first video, here will be a link to it. The food scene here is very sharp, completely different. That's why you should pay attention to this. Imagine you're coming for a food tour, and then something like this happens to you. Friends, we're at the hospital trying to find where to register at Chicago. They're sending us to the second floor for international registration. At the hospital credits. JC. It's 8 o'clock, but there's no one here yet. We're waiting for something. Even though we had an appointment for 8, there's a cafe here for international clients, a lounge, and in general, a lot of things are duplicated, English to Russian, even though it's almost 1:40. Next, there's this sheet like a waiting room for the start of Chicago. For those who are suitable, that subtitle. What to do, as I understand it, it's pretty funny. They just left me here, told me to sit, so I'm just sitting and waiting right here for now. I waited in line, gave blood, got my card, and then back again, all in the same building. They said you have to eat, it's mandatory, there's some food there, so people are sitting and drinking, and here I am. And I'm basically looking at what kind of equipment they have here. This station is for bone scans. A really cool MRI, one of the newest, 256 slice tomograph, monograph. So it's clear. All the CT stories, then Doppler and so on. So everything is pretty organized. The card gradually gets filled out. I did an X-ray, and then I go back. Every time after that I do it, they keep sending me back, so I go back again. In theory, we're sitting here now waiting for Wednesday, and they give out special bibs that will run in. Everything is convenient. Section, subject. Again, spent a ton of time waiting in line. Kindness. You see? It's already getting kind of crazy in the hospital afternoon. Everyone has woken up. That's how it all goes. Tomorrow you'll open up, and in 25 minutes of waiting, you can eat. First course, second course, sliced up. Then we wait some more. It's understandable. Good afternoon. I'm here for a doctor's consultation. We have so many people. Everyone comes in, don't get it, it's your turn.
You have experience.
Let me give you a quick overview of what's happening right now. We arrived here at 8 o'clock, waited about an hour and 40 minutes before they let us in. We paid. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon now. I've completed everything. I did 2 blood tests, a chest x-ray, an echocardiogram, a treadmill test, and had consultations with a cardiologist and a general practitioner. That's all for today. The hospital's already packed now. There are a lot of people. We're leaving now. The test results will be ready tomorrow, but tomorrow is the big holy festival. So on Wednesday, I'll come in for the final consultation to go over everything. I'll talk about the payments a bit later and compare them to what it would have cost in my own country. Here's a brief summary about the hospital in India. The lines are very long, and all foreigners, no matter what kind of checkup you're having, wait in the main lines with everyone else. Because of this, the wait times are quite long, which, for example, wasn't the case in Israel. Everything is pretty professional and to the point, but as is typical in India, it's all rather chaotic. Today and tomorrow is the Holy Festival. Right now, everything is lighting up, everything is blooming. Basically, this is all of India. The Holy Festival, it's impossible to walk down the street without getting doused with water, smeared with paint, or splashed with colored water. It's just chaos out on the streets. There's an overview from the rooftops. It's like a bombardment from a minor accident. Well, that's it for now. Bye. We came for the final consultation. They gave me this folder with all the test results. It says that I am overweight. I have excess weight. That's true. Here are all the test results. The laboratory again. Glucose. So many tests. This test, this is an X-ray. Here are my cardiograms. Here's also an echocardiogram. And here is another X-ray. These are the kinds of test results I have. There are a lot of them. Friends, actually. It turned out that, in general, everything is okay. But high blood pressure is due to excess weight and eating a lot of salty food, which isn't healthy. So I need to reduce the amount of salty food I eat and fatty food in general. At the hospital cafe, there's a special section called the International Menu where at least you can more or less figure out what the dishes are. Let me give you a few tips. First, definitely use Uber to get around. The fare ranges from 20 to 50 hryvnias, or about $1 to $2. If you take a taxi from someone at the airport, they might charge you 1,000 rupees, which is about $15 to $18. But in reality, you can get there for 3 or 4 times less if you use Uber. Already at the airport. Let me wrap things up. At the final consultation, you saw how many different tests I had done. Quite a lot, pretty detailed, tons of pages. I really want to make sense of all this. But the final consultation with the doctor took me about probably 5 minutes at most. The main conclusion, basically I'm healthy, my heart is working well, my exercise tolerance is good. The only thing is, it turned out I have high blood pressure and eat less salty, unhealthy food, and lose weight. like, it's a good conclusion, but honestly, I really wanted to go over my test results in more detail. I didn't really feel much engagement, to be honest, since the doctor had quite a heavy workload. And so, it seemed a bit lacking. I wanted more attention. The consultation was in English, and there were basically no problems with that. But of course, there was no interpreter either. About the prices. What about the prices? Look, I paid about 9,800 rupees, which is around $130 for the whole checkup. Of course, there was the cost of the flight. The hotel stay cost about $100 for 3 nights. All in all, including all the trips and everything, we spent about another $100 in Delhi, and the flight cost $350. So that's the total amount for you. Please write in the comments how much such a checkup would cost in your country. It would be very interesting to compare. In Ukraine, such a checkup would cost... I'll write the final amount in the video description. It's significantly more expensive than in India. So from a medical standpoint and in terms of cost, it really is advantageous to go. But when it comes to getting answers to your specific questions during the checkup, it's quite difficult. Because everything happens pretty quickly and feels very much like an assembly line. Friends, this was an episode from India. So if you enjoyed it, give it a like, be sure to subscribe to the channel and leave your questions under this video.